Hello, everybody. I hope all of you are well. Welcome to the second and final in our coverage this weekend of the NWSL. It is the finishing touch of our weekend coverage. It is Chicago Stars versus Kansas City Current. I am Ryan Tiller. I hope all of you are well this Sunday. Wherever you are in the world, you're very welcome to join us. If you're not watching the Carabao Cup final and you fancy this coverage instead, then who do you blame? I don't blame you guys for joining us if you fancy watching NWSL instead of the Carabao Cup final. We got a lot to pack tonight, so let's go on with the team news as usual. And let's start off with the usual. It's a home side tonight. It's Chicago Stars, and they're playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation. I see. Let's go in actually further a little bit for the team news. Okay, let's start off with the back. They're playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation here. They're playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation for Chicago Stars. Naya is in goal. Alozi, Franklin, Stab, and Della Rose is in the back four. Going down to the two, it's Meite Lopez and Hayashi. On the middle three, it's Pinto, Grosso, and Garris. And Huitema is on the front. Let's take a look at the lineups for the away side Kansas City Current. And they're playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation as well. Let's start with the back. Lorena da Silva, people. She's on keeper position tonight. There we go. Just had to confirm the keeper. So the Silva is there tonight. And then you've got Rodriguez, Robinson, Sharples, rather young on the back four. In the middle of the two, it is Scott and Derbina. On the middle three, it's Bethune, Labonta, and Cooper. And the front is Sentinel. And these are your bench tonight for this one. Katie Atkinson, Jenna Bike, Jay Missy, Joseph, Nadia Philippa, Gomez Calero, Lailani, Nesbeth, Yvonne Chiachon, Michaela Johnson, Alia Farmer, Emma Egisi for the Chicago Stars, and for Kansas City Current, Marissa Jordan, Lanny Ruse, Elizabeth Ball, Rocky Rodriguez, Gianna Paul, Haley Hopkins, number 34, Penelope Hockin, and Kyra Carusa. That is your starting 11 for both sides tonight for Chicago Stars as they make a trip. They make a trip tonight to they're welcoming Kansas City Current. In fact, why not give us a like and subscribe, everybody? So you might be thinking, when was the last time that Kansas City Current lost against the Chicago Stars? Because I bet you people you would know about the form that they were in. Well, you want to go back to April 2023. That was the last time that Kansas City Current lost to Chicago Stars. That was during the 2023 season. And we're going to get underway very, very soon on that game. Let's go back to the 16th of April 2023. That was the last time that Chicago Stars won against Kansas City Current. It was a 4-2 win. So lots still to come over the coming days and minutes. We are going to be expecting very shortly the teams to come out on our final game of the weekend. So make sure you give us a like and subscribe. It was 4-2 last time out when Chicago Stars last won against Kansas City. 4-2 was the scoreline, the 16th of April. That was the last time. Since then, they have not beaten them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in all competition. 7 winners games in the head-to-head record. So we are going to get underway very, very soon. We are just waiting for the teams to come out. We are going to get the teams out soon. It's an overcast, temperatures of 64 degrees. But let's take a look at what's to come. We'll look back at the results from the weekend. You can join us for that one, as we prepare for the game which is to come very shortly. It's our late game. If you're just joining us in the EFL Cup final thinking I don't want to watch any more of that crap, well, you don't have to. You're very welcome to join us for Chicago Stars versus Kansas City Current. We're going to get coverage of that underway in a few minutes' time. But where do we go from here? What's going to happen from now? Who is going to be at who? Well, let's go back to the starting weekend points from both sides and see where they go from here. I mean, there was a fun surprise. We've just been missing Christ Bethune, Angel City's formation shift, and it was the same wave, New Year's same wave, on week 1 of the season. Like, legitimately. Might be thinking, what has happened to the weekend's games? Well, so far we've had quite a lot of them. And yesterday we done coverage of BFC. Well, we haven't done it, but we bring you the full-time result from the earlier game, from earlier yesterday, in fact. BFC 1, Angel City 3. BFC was at home, was down to 10, really. Taylor Huff was sent off in the 98th minute. So, basically, that says sent her off, really. But what's happened on the opening weekend? Well, KC Current comes onto this one back of a 2-1 home win versus Utah Royals. Whilst for Kansas City Current, was for their Chicago Stars host, it was a 4-0 thrashing away defeat for them. So how do we go from here? Where do we go from here, they might be asking. Chicago Stars, they want to bounce back after that dismal 4-0 defeat. Like and subscribe, everybody, because it is very important. Oh, and whilst we are at the going to a break, going ahead into tonight's game, we're going to show you tonight's officials for this one. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Kickoff is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And indeed, a very warm welcome back to you all to live coverage. And the teams are on the way out tonight at the Martin Stadium at Evansdale in Illinois. It's Chicago Stars versus Kansas City Current, the final game of two for us this weekend. And as you've seen, tonight's referee is Alexander Belata. The assistants are Jennifer Garner and Chris Sugar France. VAR tonight is Brand Jensen and Christian Clerk is on assistant VAR duties. But we are going to get underway in just a moment. But first, let's just pause for the anthem of the United States of America. As it is tradition in the NWSL. Oh, whilst that's happening, everybody in the UK are taking a break, but we won't as our live coverage has officially begun. But if you're watching in America, do stand for your anthems now. But as we begin our live coverage, don't forget to have your say in the poll, everybody. Who do you want to win today? Do you want Kansas City Current to take home the points back to Kansas for them, or do you want Chicago to keep the 3 points at home? Or do you fancy a bit of a draw here? Do let us know what you think. Use the live poll that is in the live chat, everybody. Please don't forget to like and, of course, subscribe. Now, disliking is not favourable at the moment, but you know what? I don't care. I do this for all of you guys. And I'll be back for Champions League anyway throughout the week coming up. So we got scintillated games. On the Normality channel, we've got live coverage of Chelsea's trip to Arsenal, the Emirates, for the first leg. And then we've got the first leg of the El Clasico on both channels. We'll be covering the El Clasico live with you lot. So why not stay with us if you can? And you can also mention in anything you want. So please make sure it doesn't contain other content or nudity. So let's go on with it, everybody. It is Sunday live here on NWSL Watchalong night with me, Ryan Teller, on NWSL Sunday. I feel more energetic than last night. However, though, this is looking really good. This is looking really, really good for us this weekend. We've seen last night how big results can be in the NWSL. Well, we left coverage of Houston F.A. Boston Legacy at 3-0. That's how it finished. In the other games yesterday, it's finished Gotham 0. It did end Gotham 0, North Carolina Courage 0. And then coming up later tonight, the final game in week 2 of the NWSL season, which is Utah Royals, which is to wrap up the weekend at home to San Diego Wave. Back to this game here, and it's the 4th season we had spent with 4th season with North Carolina. Rihanna Pinto, 8 goals, 4 assists in 81 appearances. She will be the one to watch tonight. I mean, legitimately, I don't know what else to say about that one. I mean, after last week, Pinto needed to come into the side after their thrashing last week of Angel City away, which is not good. By the way, people, if you would like to sink in with the game, then you can. There's the scoreboard right there. That's the scoreboard. Will take us through the game, people. And of course, the goal line, scoreline is on the bottom of your screen. Hey, why not join us for coverage? Because if you don't want to watch the EFL Cup final, say you are more than welcome to do so. And then game week 3 looks like we're going to get underway with game week 3 on Wednesday. We've got first midweek matches of the season. on Wednesday, and well, basically it'll be all day Wednesday for those games, including the late one, San Diego Brave at home to Portland Thorns. Make sure you are there for those score lines. In fact, we won't, but we are about to get underway, people. So please do sync in with me. We're about to get underway. We're about to kick off week 2, the final game of the weekend, and the referee. Let's go. Has blown the whistle. Here we go, everyone. Starting off, strongest is a throw-in to Kansas City already on the break. We're in the Martin Stadium tonight for this one. It is a throw-in here to Kansas City Current. Is a free kick to Chicago Stars. Already. Kansas City Current loses possession. It is a throw-in to the Stars. You know what? I think it could be really good if Pinto gets the first goal of the season at least, because she is just brilliant for Chicago Stars. She spent 4 seasons with North Carolina before the swap. Here goes Kansas City anyway, so it goes wide. A chance has gone wide. It's a really, really good ball in. And that was not taken well. I was looking for offside here, Chicago, but it didn't come. Kansas City Current wins the possession again. It's throw in to Chicago now. So lots to come over the next coming days and weeks. We're with you lot all the way through till God knows when. We'll be here with you until the end of the NWSL season, with games that are friendly in my time zone, of course. That's what you get when you're British and you have NWSL coverage going with at the season. Kansas City coming on the counter now. Is throwing to Current. Here comes Kansas now on the counter. Avoided the offside. Avoided the offside. The ball goes in the box. Oh, no one was said. Oh, I swear the player, but loses possession. And danger clear from Chicago at the moment. There's Cooper there as well. Danger has been cleared away. Chicago Stars really need to find a way through this defending. I mean, after last week's heavy 4-0 defeat to Angel City away, but they won't do justice in a moment because Kansas City Current is on the counter here and it's not clear fully, but nowhere gets the ball. Here comes Kansas City. Defender was really good. We are officially underway in the final match of our weekend coverage. But just joining us, no scoreline to bring you at this current moment in time. Let's see how the Carabao Cup final is doing. 2-0 to Manchester City. Yeah. It's going to end in disappointment to Arsenal fans. But what does this mean? If you are a big fan of Kansas City Current, if you're a big fan of one of the NWSL teams and is an Arsenal fan, well, the mixture won't look good, sadly. But Women's Football Weekend is back this year, and we're doing even more NWSL coverage, WSL coverage as well than ever before. We are going to be covering a huge game next week. We're going to be doing the Manchester Derby live watch along from the home of the Gingerbreads. Make sure you're there for the live watch alongs. We'll be doing coverage of the WSL, and then we're going to do 2 games next week in the NWSL actually. If you are just joining us from the League Cup final, everybody, how are you, Manchester City fans? I told you this wouldn't be magical. I told you it wouldn't be magical. I actually posted on X as well that the Mickey Mouse Cup final wouldn't be magical. 2-0 Manchester City. Game, set, and match, really. There it is! The meltdown begins for Arsenal. Man City have won their first trophy since going trophyless at the end of last season. Fair plays Manchester City. The downfall of Arsenal officially begins. Arsenal has lost the Carabao Cup final. It's the Mickey Mouse Cup. There you go. Here comes Chicago Stars now. Actually, let's get back to this one. And it does go in the box and it's cleared away. It's the first corner of the game. And on it's offside. Referee was adamant the ball would be going out for a corner, but it was played offside anyway on the counter. So there you go. There you go. The Arsenal tears begins. If you are just joining us, everybody, well, we've just had Manchester City winning the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal 2-0. It's a shutout for Manchester City. What does that have to do with NWSL? You say, well, if you have an NWSL team, and of course, a team that you support, if you have an NWSL team and support Arsenal, well, maybe any result might cheer you up this weekend, particularly if you are a big fan of Kansas City Current. If you're an Arsenal supporter and you support Chicago Stars, you might want Chicago Stars to win. And as it's been in the build-up, they've pretty much had a poor form. But can they improve this season, that is, for Chicago? That's the question here. That will be answered over the game. We do have another throw in. It is free kick to Chicago Stars, actually. There's a Lose. Free kick to be taken short. Here comes Kansas City coming now. The Chicago Stars wins possession again. Oh, they've lost the ball in the midfield again. Here comes Kansas City current now. Look at that possession. It's been sent into the box, but the danger is cleared away for now. Danger is cleared away. Here comes Kansas City current now on a counter attack. Space in the box. They still have the ball here. They can take a shot and it's saved. Not far enough though. Goes wide. The chance have gone wide. Rodriguez with a good chance there to make it 1-0, but the shot has gone wide. Oh my goodness. How has she cut that up? Big time mistake, really. Let's see, how can you mess that up? So the danger's cleared, not far enough though. Kansas City once again wins the ball in midfield. They are on the counter attack now. Oh, yeah, the ball does not be kept in, and Chicago Stars will get the goal kick. Well, that wasn't good. So, yeah, Chris Armas, it's the first season as head coach boss of Kansas City. And we'll be following every movement, including all the internationals. We'll be featuring the US sides as we hit the World Cup qualifying road. And all of the World Cup qualifiers are to come. Looks like next Tuesday will be a fantastic opportunity to do so as we virtually hit the road for Wembley with the Lionesses as they welcome Spain, the replay of the Euro 2025 final. That is going to be a fantastic game, and we'll have live coverage too. to that watch-along is going to be live, so make sure you are there as we cheer on the Lionesses. Kansas City, oh, they were in there in the space, took a shot, it's in, but the referee pulled it back. It's free kick to Chicago Stars. And nothing else at this moment, so 0-0 at this current moment in time. Chicago Stars couldn't keep the ball in. Kansas City throwing here. And looking really good on the counter attack. Oh, look at that space there. Good run. But Kansas City won the midfield battle. And Chicago will lose possession. Robinson is down on the floor. Looks like an injury to me. Referee stop and play for a few minutes. Fantastic run though. The Robinson's been checked up by the medical team. Which means that this injury could not be bad, but still. But still, this could be not good news for Kansas fans watching this tonight. We are going to be waiting on Robinson there. That to confirm the news, everybody, we are going to be live for the UEFA Women's Champions League games on the Normality channel. Make sure you are watching live coverage of Chelsea v Arsenal at the Emirates. Make sure you're watching the first of two legs there. We're running both legs for the Blues fans. And why not join us on both channels for both of the legs of the El Clasico? Oh, it's going to be good. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. One-sided affair, but can they finally break down the cause of this team of Barcelona? We'll have to see and find out when the first leg gets underway this week. We'll have live coverage for you on both legs on YouTube. In the live watch-along form, it's standout performances as well. Of course, when tonight we'll bring you live coverage of it all. The game's paused for the current moment in time. Robinson's being treated right now on the floor. She's still on the pitch. She's being treated right now as we speak. But that does not look good. Good. She's back up on the thing anyways. This game will get back on the way in just a few moments. I wonder how Chicago Stars are going to react to that. How are they going to assert the attack on midfield? We will see. Next weekend, it's Women's Football Weekend, and our Week 3 games takes us to Denver v Washington and Portland v KC Current. As our live coverage, the NWSL continues. We'll be vlogged throughout the season. And then next time we'll have live NWSL coverage will be on the 4th of April. Well, actually, we'll be on the 5th of... Or I think we could do the 4th of April, the World of Good. But you'll have to see people. You'll have to see what we'll do the best. Right, it's gonna be a drop kick to Current here. Wilkerson is on the sidelines. She'll be coming back on in just a moment anyways. Now they win possession again here. Chicago wins possession here. The ball is our play, and it is a throw in to Kansas City Current. We're playing in a 4-3-3 formation tonight. We just had it in. It's 4-2-3-1 formation. Keeps the same for Chicago Stars. And plans out now the lineup 4-3-3 for Kansas, the away side. It is a throw in to Chicago. It is a throw in here. And fouled in the box. Kansas City Current's free kick. Let's say live coverage is going to be back next week for Women's Football Weekend. 2 games to look forward to back to back. For that UEFA Women's Champions League first legs gets the quarterfinals in the way, and will be rooted up on both channels for the what we could call it the wonderful El Clasicos. It's going to be good. It is going to be spectacular. Here comes Chicago Stars here. It would be spectacular enough. It's going to be the first corner of the game for Chicago here. It was in the box, defended well by Kansas City Current. It's going to be the first corner of the game here. So make sure you do join me for coverage of the quarterfinals. It's a corner kick to Chicago Stars. It is short corner. Ball is going to be sent in. Looks for offside, but instead will get a foul. It's going to be a free kick to Kansas City. By the UEFA Women's Champions League final this year is going to be in Oslo in the UFL Stadion. The quarterfinals does get underway. On Tuesday night, we'll be with you for the London Derby, and I say the El Clasico coming up as well. So make sure you are there for that one, people. As the road to Oslo continues. Here comes Casey Current now. Chicago Stars win midfield battle. No, they don't. Casey Current will win possession again. Goal kick to Current. So we'll be here for the Champions League quarterfinals, everybody. So live on both of the quarterfinals for everything. And NWSL will return next week with 2 games to take us into the international break. That's when it all begins to crumble. Because here in the UK, believe it or not, people, we are heading towards the end of the season. I know the NWSL season will be carrying on through the summer, all of that, but here in the UK, the season ends in more. Too much on that one. In May. May the 16th, to be precise, and they've got 25th of May, which is the new WSL final. Manaka, with the chance it goes well over the bar and in goal as well. So yeah, literally, this is going to be fun. I mean, the WSL2 also had games today, which seen quite a lot of scores on the doors from today. Newcastle versus Crystal Palace to come. Actually, they're playing right now. But earlier today, we have Durham nil, Southampton nil, Birmingham City 2, Sheffield United 1, Bristol City 2, Charlton 1, Nottingham Forest 2, Ipswich Town 0, and Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1, Newcastle versus Crystal Palace still to come with more games with less games left of the season, but more chances of reaching the WSL. And you know what? I do fancy a chance here doing the final here. Here comes Kansas City. Go! Oh! That's another chance. It goes wide. Cooper. Wow. A really, really good chance. Very good chance. Don't forget, next Sunday, people, a continental between Newcastle United. They are at home to Crystal Palace in the NWSL 2. No, at the moment. Don't forget next Sunday, we will be here for the Time Weird Derby in the WSL 2. Big game, that really. I mean, and after the day, men's Sunderland beats Newcastle United women, they might get a chance to go do the double over theirs. Over there, well, city rivals. You have to wait and see. Chicago Stars v City still 0-0 at the moment. But don't forget, live coverage will begin at 13:45 GMT next Sunday. Sorry, people, I had to disappear for a second. Mac is here. So, yeah, literally, Mac is full tea, which is quite huge, simply. Oh, okay. Drink sorted. Share. Oh dear. Oh dear, if you look at this. Wait, paper towels. Now I'm not avoiding it. I'm putting it from the board to dry. Screw having wet paper towels. I do have a saw though. Oh, the paper's wet too. Never mix cold drinks again with a bag. Ugh, that will happen. There you go. Got rid of it. Throw in here too. Yeah, I think this is good. Having a Sunday night in with a nice, takeaway. Just good. Here comes. Oh, that did not go well. It's a goal kick. It did not go well for Chicago Stars. I'm gonna see what meal I have. The double Big Mac. I betcha it will have all the condiments in. Because you know what, people? I hate to be that person, but I do hate having all but the cheese in there. Or the cheese patties and all of that in there. I do hate having all but those in there. Yep, they've done it again. Oh, God. Right, one by one. Whilst we try and see if we can find a goal celebration to find it out. If any side would take the lead here. Kansas City coming on the counter attack here. The danger is in the box. Danger is in the box. They have not cleared the danger. And it's a goal kick. Well, that nearly went horribly wrong for the defense of Kansas City Current, but luckily it went tits up there on that chance. So Chicago Stars survive. Big time. Yeah, I bloody knew it. I am taking out all the condiments apart from the, I'm taking out all the condiments apart from the obvious cheese, which obviously I'll never ever eat a burger with anything on there. Ever. But you can? Would you ever eat McDonald's with just only cheese and a patty? Let us know. We would love to hear your stories of having Macca's for tea. And would you eat them plain? Or would you eat them plain? Yeah. It's going to be a corner kick here to Kansas City Car. I think most of them pop letters are out. Ugh. Well, I'll live with the message job, but I'm not having Big Mac sauce in there. Not a chance. I'm not having it. Oh, there you go. It's a corner kick here. There you go. That is how you do it, people. Here comes Kansas City Current has a free kick now. Chicago Stars was penalised for a foul there. We'll be there for live coverage. Time with Derby next Sunday. Make sure you set those reminders. I might get political a hard time, people, so if I do that, many apologies in advance. But being a true patriot to my country, I want to promote the goodwill. And no, I'm not talking about the failures of this of our current party at the moment. More good news for Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain. Kansas City Current are trying to become the first team in NWSL history to open with back-to-back wins in 3 seasons. So yes, that's the plan for next week, people. The week ahead. Kansas City Current here on the counter. Oh, that's just too much of the pass. Saved by the keeper. Well, they did have possession on the midfield. Just had too much power on that pass. So no goals at the moment. The tennis, it's the Miami Open, people. Here comes Kansas City Current now. Actually, Chicago Stars. Oh, the pass was just too much on that one. They just couldn't find the right assist there. But there was a lovely ball in the box, and they just couldn't find the pass gone well wide. That would be onside. Goal kick. No scores at the moment. If you're just joining us, no scores between Chicago Stars and Kansas City at the moment. But this is as Jorgren is the first season as the Chicago head coach. Getting to bounce back after a very disappointing 4-0 away defeat to Angel City last week. I mean, a complete shutout for the home side. Lots still to come over the coming minutes. We're still waiting on our first goal of the day from the game. We only have 5 minutes left. That's added time at the end of the first half. But it has now finished in the WSL2. It has thrown into Chicago Stars. It has finished in WSL2. And it's all square. Stalemate afternoon in the Gateshead International Stadium. It has finished Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 0. Bit of a stalemate at the Gateshead International Stadium. But what will that mean for Newcastle hopes for WSL top flight? We'll review the table coming up and see what each team needs for the last few games, if possible. Predict the women's football weekend scheduling. So here comes the throw in the box, and it goes wide, but it's saved by the keeper. It's going to be a corner kick to Chicago Stars. 3.5 minutes plus added time left of this first 45, and it's still love 0-0 between these two sides. So it's stalemate, finishes the weekend 0-0. Oh god. Here comes Chicago Stars, corner kick. It's in! It's in! It's the first goal of 26 for Chicago Stars. They're up and running in kickoff 26. There it is. Chicago Stars 1-0 up. Sorry, that was my father in the background. It is 1-0 Chicago Stars. It's their first goal in the 26th season. And guns to the corner and a mistake in the back as well. Oh, you could say it has been coming as well. And what a finish it was. That was good finish by Stab, who's half bicycle kicked it into the back of the net. Oh, that is brilliant. What a finish. Good start. First goal of the season for Chicago Stars. They're looking to respond after being thrashed 4-0 away at Angel City on the opening day of the season. It's actually Tessa Della Rose with her first goal of the season and Chicago's first of the season altogether. So Rose. So Della Rose gets Chicago Stars up and running for 26th season. Kansas City Current now looking to respond with an equaliser if possible. It's a free kick to Chicago Stars. So one of their players is down. We'll see the number in just a moment. Once that happens, I can confirm to you guys that over the summer we'll be here for NWSL Live in our first ever season doing this league. Hoping to see stars like Grosso having drinks break. We're hoping to see plenty of stars like me official. And there is a substitution. As you know, we've got 5 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. 5 minutes left. It looks like it was Uitima who was down. She's on the sidelines at the moment. As I go, Chicago. It comes the stars. We get to Kansas City, people. Oh yes, next Sunday it's the Sky Sports Cup final. I just also mentioned about that. So, yeah. We'll be here for double the games, double the fun, and look back at the weekend games. So it's all been Chicago Stars at the moment. Kansas City having fair few chances. Chicago Stars who struck first. Looks like we might do live coverage of the Challenge Cup if it's not going into late hours UK time. Without going into late hours, and it will be early evening, we'll do live coverage of the NWSL Challenge Cup, which is going to be an exciting addition to our channel. Those will bring you more of the women's game you love, with further leagues to be confirmed. Kansas City looking to try and extendedly trying to not go too down before the break. Lucky they do win possession. Under pressure from the defence, really. But now the question is, what and how can they improve? How can Chicago Stars improve and get the second goal in the second half? Because basically they won't be able to get an equaliser here, Kansas City. But as I do briefly state, it's not over till the final whistle goes. And we're just about to have half time coming, which means people, we're going to bring you the hard time stats during the break, so you lot can see how well your team is doing with the most important stats to come during the break. We're doing this one with So we're doing this one with the website of the NWSL. There you go. And that explains why we don't do it before half time. Go again here. One last chance, maybe. The whistle will blow, and that is it for the first half, people. Well, it's actually all been surprisingly, it's been looking really, really good at the moment. It's all been Chicago Stars with plenty of shots and goal, but nothing else being you at the moment in time, apart from the goal, which was actually brilliant work corner, which broke the deadlock before the break. Half time, it's 1-0. We'll bring you the stats now. We'll see you back here again in 50 minutes time for the second half. See you soon. And welcome back, everybody, to live coverage from the NWSL. This is second half live coverage from Chicago Stars versus Kansas City Current Live. This is the live watch-along of the game. Why not like and subscribe, everybody? Sync in the second half with me. This time over here. Are we all ready for the second half then? The teams are out. The teams are out ready for this second half. I wonder how this is going to work. Kansas City want to get back into this one. They want to get an equaliser. Well, Chicago Stars, well, they want to get... They want to extend the lead. They want to extend the lead here before the end of the game. And at 1-0 at the moment, and it was Della Rose with her first goal of the season, in Kansas City's first goal in 2026 season. Can they improve? Can they get their second goal? Can they extend the lead, in fact? Put the tie to bed? We shall see. And it is going to be... Well, it looks like it's going to be... Going to see Current to get us underway for the second half. The referee on the minute, which is the kickoff for the second half. And it is going to be Kansas City. It's going to be Chicago Stars to get us underway. Rest ready. Everything's ready. We get to go for the second half in the moment. Just waiting on the ref's whistle. Wait to get us on the way. Alright, we're on the way, people. We're now underway for the second half. And it is Chicago who is leading this one by Della Rose. Throwing to... What's the throw in here to Kansas City Current? This is going to feel like a long second half, really, particularly for those City Current fans. Ball is in the box. It's away from danger. The ball's back in the box here. But it's a good stop by the Kansas City keeper, Lorena. The ball is away from danger. It is currently 25 miles per hour wind, 37 Fahrenheit, which is 3 degrees. Cloudy right now, 3 degrees Celsius. The weather at the moment, 37 Fahrenheit, and it is cloudy. So if you are in Chicago watching the game from either from outside your home or inside the pub, please do wrap up one today. It's going to be very, very cold. Not as cold as here in Britain, though. Like it's not as cold as here in Britain, though. It's phone to Kansas City, common people. We're literally just days away. If you are Christian people, the day is almost here. It's almost time to install the 106th Bishop of Canterbury. I'm thinking, who's the Archbishop of Canterbury this time round? Well, it's the first woman to hold the role, and it is Dame Sarah Mullally. So if you are a Christian, make sure you watch the installation, particularly for those in the UK. You can do so on the iPlayer from 2:30 on Wednesday, 14:30 GMT on Wednesday. Back to this one here. As the danger is going to be cleared away by Chicago Stars. I want to try and get a second goal here. Let's just take a look back at that chance. Oh, offside. No doubt that was offside there. Let's see, it was playing the offside position. Was offside. Kansas City coming there. They win midfield battle. No, they don't. It's going to be Chicago Stars who win the midfield battle. They will go on the counter attack. Finding good use of space here. The ball is in the box. Oh, it's in 2-0! Goal! There it is! Goal! Oh, there it is! It's 2-0. And you gotta say, it has been coming. Kansas City literally had no option there. And it is heading in the back stick post as well. The lovely pass into the box. And there's a really lovely header too. What a finish. It is 2-0 to Kansas City Current. 2-0 to Chicago Stars against Kansas City Current. And are really on good form at the moment, really, here. You've got to go back to the 60th April. It's Huitema with her first goal of the season for the Stars. You want to go back to 16th of April 23. That was the last time Chicago Stars got the better of Kansas City Current. Well, almost 3 years in, and could they finally end the curse? At the moment, it's more looking like it. But Kansas, they can come back from this, you know. Chicago Stars on the counter attack. The ball is going to be sent in away. They want to try get a third here. Chicago Stars, Kansas City's defense has been wobbly at times, but literally being really sharp at the moment. Here comes Kansas City Current now on the counter attack here. The ball, it's in the box there, but it's not gone in the back of the net. It has gone wide. Goal kick. This is going to be a long second half, people. And Huitema is down on the floor. But there is the second goal there. It's a really lovely ball in the box, really. You've got to be honest here. What were the Kansas City a defense doing? Where was that keeper? Gotta ask that question here, Kansas City fans. You gotta ask that question. Where was that defending? Because that was shambolic. That was shambolic. His score is Chicago Stars, anyways. Huetema is on the sidelines being treated right now. Now the referee had stopped play temporarily for that to happen. So we got lots still to come over the coming days and weeks as the NWSL season shapes up. There's corner kick to Chicago Stars. But could the NWSL gain 2 players from the WSL? Yes, there are rumours that Sam Kerr and Minnie Bryant expect to leave Chelsea from the WSL at the end of the season. So could there be a swap? Potentially. Could there be a chance? Could there be a chance of Minnie Bryant, Sam Kerr coming to the NWSL probably? That would probably be the best. I mean, Chicago Stars may need them in their team, and that it could be a big worry here. Oh, brilliantly done! Won the midfield battle, and now they're on the counter attack again. Good use. The ball has gone out of play. I think Kansas City or Chicago Stars might get Sam Kerr and Millie Bright when it comes to the start of the summer transfer window. We will be there with all what you need. The WSL, the good NWSL players come and go from England. We shall see. We've got to see what will happen over the coming days and weeks, though. So, season will draw to a close mid-May, and will properly curtains the 25-26 season with the playoff final, which would be very exciting and very large indeed. So Sam Kerr, Millibite, expected to leave Chelsea in the summer, rumours by The Guardian, but I think for them, they've got good talent that could see them come to the other side of the Atlantic, come to play for one NWSL club. And now I reckon at the moment, Chicago Stars may need Sam Kerr, or could she join another NWSL side? That's the thing. It's an unexpected twist and turns, people, as we head towards the business end of the season here in the UK. So it's a lot. It's a lot to take whilst the summer holidays. A stash vacation will start soon. Good thing, people, that comes in threes. There's a counter attack in the box here. Ah, there it is. They got one back. And goal. Chicago Stars, but Kansas City are back in this. It is 2-1, so it's not going to be a shutout. So we're looking for an offside here. Oh, just I think that's going to be. I don't know how close this is going to get, though. I think she just might. Oh, I think, are going to allow the goal. Hopkins with the first goal of the season. I suppose we scored the first goal of the season. Yes, the goal has been confirmed, people. It's Hopkins. And it won't be a shutout this afternoon for Chicago Stars. They have now half the deficit, Kansas. It's 2-1 at the moment. It is going to... I told you Kansas City needs to score in the second half because they're 2-0 down. And I asked the question in the first half, how are they going to respond? That's how you respond. They halved the deficit, but Chicago Stars have got thrown. So that could spell trouble, really. That could really spell trouble if they're not careful, that is. Because City, if they're not careful enough, they might cause themselves some trouble. But now, Chicago Stars will get back on the possession. Literally, how the hell did I get that right? Kansas City current on the counter attack now. It's like it's going to be a double change for Chicago Stars, people. And it is going to be a double change. It's going to be Farmer to come on. So the first of two changed. Farmer is going to come on. Rodriguez is going to come on. And Alonzi, Jamie C. Joseph and is coming on. And Jordan Huitema is going to be subbed off. Let's see, double sub for this one here. But they won't, fair enough, will they, at the moment? Farmer is on. Michelle Alonzi is going to be subbed off. The great Kansas City current on the corner now. They need to try and get that equaliser now. I know we're not in the rush, anything with just 30 minutes to go left of the normal 90 minutes. Plus, whatever's added on at the end of the day. But it didn't work out well. Kansas City current though wins the possession again. No, it's Chicago Stars. Kansas City current wins the midfield battle. Now they want it. No, Chicago Stars win the midfield battle again. Yes, by the way, the first goal actually of the season for Chicago Stars was actually a rookie. First pro start, first pro goal for De La Rose as well. Ooh! I thought that was going to be an equaliser there, but no, the chance gone wide. Goal kick to Chicago Stars. Yeah, I mean, come on, really. De La Rose, she is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's her first goal for her first pro start, her first pro goal for the club, really. And she is a rookie, but how good the rookie will she become at the end of the season? I don't know. We'll have to find out over the next months. ahead. Well, we've got the NWSL challenge coming away to come. Kansas City Currents free kick. Chicago Stars wins. The midfield battle will go on the counter again. They're going to use good use of space at the moment. It is going to be a throw in to Kansas here. Don't forget, people, September will be here for even more coverage of the NWSL, and in addition to that, our first ever full season covering the WSL from start to finish in extensive form. As the WSL will head up to 14 teams, and we'll be covering more games than ever before. Goal kick to Chicago Stars. So be here for that one next season. It is going to be counter here to Kansas. Not quite. Oh, lovely work away from the fence. Here comes Kansas City coming now. They're going to try and get the ball in the box. They do. That's defended away lovely by Chicago Stars. Going to be another corner kick to Kansas. Right. 24 and a half minutes left of this 90. Can they get that equalizer? Can they get the equalizer here? That's the thing. It's a corner kick here to Chicago. Is corner kick to Kansas. The wind's picking up now. Throw in to Kansas. Here comes the. Try and get the ball back in the box. Not quite. The wind's picking up right now a little bit. Anything can happen. Oh. Chicago Stars win the midfield battle and they will attack again. Because looking at the weather, the pitch is now starting to look a little bit slippery due to the current weather. Unlike last week's delay, people, we can enjoy this game without further weather delays. Ball has gone off the pitch and it's a throw in to Chicago. Chicago's thrown here. Now they're not giving up easily, are they, at the moment here, Kansas? They got a good record against Chicago. But can they get on with it? Can they get the job over the line? Can they get the job done here, Chicago? Could it go either way? That's the question. That's the only question here. How far can they go? Chicago to wrap the game up. Now we know it's not going to be a shutout. So we've got this on left of the 90. 68 minutes offside flag raised. We've got about just over halfway through the second half. The ball has gone into the stands. Throwing here to Kansas. They want to get that equaliser. So over 20 minutes to go now. Kansas City gets the ball in the box. It's away. Defended away. It's going to be another corner from Kansas. Defended away by Chicago Stars. Now, I want to go for it. Have to go for it here. Yeah, corner taken with just mere 20 minutes left to go in this one. And, well, no further than that, really. Corner is taken in. It's away. It's defending worked. But it's going to be Kansas City who are in possession again. I'll try and go for it, but they won't. I'm going and try and counter here against Chicago. Because, as usual, we'll be following all the latest news. There's live coverage of both of the legs for the El Clasico on both Women's Football Channel, Normality Channel, the home of the UWCL quarterfinals. For the Normality Channel viewers, it will be a Chelsea theme to watch along for both of the legs against Arsenal. I don't know how on earth we're going to feel after that disastrous draw to London City Lionesses on Saturday, but we will see what will happen when it comes to Tuesday night. So throwing to Kansas City Currents. I mean, if you look all over the pitch, it has started to turn a little bit slippery, and that could make things interesting for the last 20 minutes. That's added time. Chicago Stars will win the midfield battle. Now Chicago Stars lose possession here. They're going for one side. The flag can stay down here. It's a good save. And it has gone wide. It is a goal kick to Chicago. I mean, it's been coming really, but quite frankly, I don't know what else to say. Where do we go from here? Basic question here from Kansas is, where does this team go from here? As we head up to March the 23rd. Which is a Monday. You can watch both streams back from the weekend whenever you like. That is available to stream on YouTube and on our website as well. Why not click the link in the bio and watch online? You will have to have your support. But it's, for now, at the moment, smiles but nerves for Chicago. They're holding on to the lead like a thread. It won't be around for long, you know. Throwing to Kansas City. As I say, they do have a good record against Chicago. Now less than with 17 minutes left on the clock of this our second and final game of the weekend. I mean, after last week, we kept you guys updated last week on what's been happening with the Orlando Pride game as it was on weather delay. And unlike local stations across the US, I was the one who kept you guys updated on that. Here they go again, Chicago Stars. They will go again here. The ball is going to be saved by the keeper. Right, the keeper urges everybody to go for it now. I know, 16 minutes left. They want to try and get a leveler here. Now 16 minutes left on the clock. Ball is going to go out for throwing to Kansas. The wind is literally, I'm not even in the stadium and I can feel the wind starting to pick up. Not good weather if you're going surfing there. We have got a substitution now for Kansas City Current. Hockin is on and Cross Bethune is being subbed off for the remainder of the game. Here they go. It's good use of space by Kansas. The ball's not going to be sent in. They want to try and pick up somebody. They're going to go for it. It's going to go out for a corner kick. And on, it's a corner kick here to Kansas. Now, I don't think the players are going to be too pleased about the decision, though. But it is what it is. 15 minutes left of this 90. Ball's going to be sent in, and it goes well wide. Throw in to Chicago. It is a huge weekend of sports. Oh, go away. Well wide. It's gone well wide. The passing did not work well. I was trying to get a shot as well. Either way, it's gone wide. Throw in to Kansas City Current. Less than 15 minutes left to go. Here they go. Oh, and the save by the keeper. I want to try and slow the game down, but that would be time wasting. Kansas City current now on the counter attack. They want to try and get an equaliser, but it didn't work on the counter. It's going to be Chicago Stars to go on the counter themselves. If you're just joining us for the final 15 minutes or so, everybody, well, I think you would come to the right time because Kansas City did get one back to half the deficit at 2-1. If you're just joining us, Chicago Stars still leading though. And Chicago Stars on the counter attack. No one's in the box. The keeper saves it. And they go again. Go again here. Oh, that's just too much on the pass again. The pitch is so slippery right now. Anything can happen. Like, literally, anything can happen. It's going to be a free kick to KZ. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Oh, gone out of play. Throwing to the Stars. They're literally just 10 minutes plus added time away, getting their first victory over Kansas City in just under 3 years. But as you know, anything can happen with the NWSL. So things are looking on the up here for Kansas, but they need to get an equaliser. They can. Well, the match just says it all, really. The pitch is so slippery. It almost feels like that you might be ice skating 1 minute, next it comes to a complete stop. There's no debate about that one. The weather is so horrible right now. If I was to live in Chicago in this weather, I would they find routes to cause the worst ways to avoid the weather. They're doing all they can to beat the pitch and hoping to get a ball in the back of the net here, Kansas, but that did not work there. It's going to be thrown to Chicago. Less than 10 minutes left to go in this game, plus added time, of course. It's going to be a free kick to Kansas right now, and they're going to take it. Next weekend, people, as I said, and I'll say it again, it's all going to come down to one big derby. The Manchester Derby. They go again, all slip from the keeper's hands, but Chicago Stars clears the danger away, not quite. Throwing to Kansas right now. Everybody's slipping all over the pitch right now as we speak, so that does not help. Everybody's slipping all over the pitch, so that does not help. They will take this throw in here, Kansas. It's free kick, actually. Forgot about that. It's free kick to Kansas, people. Oh, Sunday. Why would they do this game on the Sunday? Well, that's because obviously it's part of NWSL weekend. And next week, with the men's teams going off for international break, we're going to be taking over for NWSL on Women's Football Weekend. WSL 2 Got time with Derby to come next week, Manchester Derby next Saturday. Oh, it's all hell is breaking loose on YouTube. We're building up to it with the way for Women's Champions League anyhow. Can't wait to bring you the first of 2 legs. In fact, both legs. You can catch them, the Watchalongs, live here on YouTube as it all happens. Got Stars with possession again. On the counter attack now. This pitch is officially the slippiest I've seen from Lincolnshire home. Can you see on the attack here? They can't go for distance. Block shot. Is the ball kept at all? Just. And it is a goal kick to. Oh, they've won the corner here. Kansas, but it's a goal kick to Chicago. Oh boy. We're literally 6 minutes away from the end of the 90. So there's quite a lot to look forward to. Chicago Stars on the counter attack. Here they go again. Kansas City gets the danger cleared though. Pawn is on. Katie Scott is off for Kansas City Current with 5 minutes left on the clock. Can I get an equaliser? That's the latest change. Can I get an equaliser out of that? This is going to be a nerving finish for both teams. Or was a long ball. It's a really good long ball there. Kansas City Current sees it. It's a throw in. Lovely defended by Chicago, but they just don't work. It is going to be a throw. 4 minutes left. Right, this is it. Late equalising coming, I think. It's the way things are looking at the moment because it's looking really, really good for Kansas City Current. If they get an equaliser here, we could set up for a grandstand finish. Or Chicago were to score, that would probably be game over. It's just the best of our live coverage of the NWSL, people. You may never know, as this can be unpredictable at times. Or too much on the pass again. It's gone out for a goal kick. Literally just 3 minutes out from the end of the 90. There's going to be one last change for Chicago. They're taking it now. They're winning. But this new sub will hopefully see out the victory. Nesbeth is on. And Manaka Hayashi will be subbed off for the final minutes of the game. Throw into Kansas City current here. Throw into Chicago Stars. They're holding on to the lead here. Need a goal to win 200. Oh, Lawrence is betting. They need a goal, but which goal do you want to see, Lawrence? At Lawrence Ebbs, which goal are you hoping to see? Is it going to be that equaliser, Kansas, or is it going to be that third goal from Chicago that'll put the game to bed? Let us know. And if you are betting on this game, please do it responsibly. In the UK, we call it do it over 3.5. Flipping hell. Yeah, please do gamble responsibly. Please be 21 or over, generally in the US to gamble. UK, it's 18 or older. Needs a goal from Chicago, it looks like. Lawrence Ebbs is betting over 3.5 needed. Looks like she wants Chicago to looks like they want Chicago to see the game out with 3-1. That could do it. Like literally, please gamble responsibly, please. Over 18s in the UK, over 21s in the US. Kansas City on the counter attack. Less than 30 seconds left of the 90. We're going to have additional time in a few minutes. Come on, Kansas. Oh, we want Kansas to score. Right. So, Lawrence wants to do over 3.5, need the goal to win $200. Over 3.5, they want Kansas to score. Well, they'll go and do it in stoppage time, though, as we hit the mark. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added time, people. Kansas, they need to get an equalizer here now. Literally, it's the last minute. Oh, that shot's gone well over, and it's a goal kick high and well wide. It's goal kick to Chicago. Naya is the second play in NWSL history with 15,000 minutes for a single club. And Jane Campbell Houston is better. It is the second player to do so. I literally... Right, Kansas. They might want to score next, though, but this is huge. Right, Kansas needs to defend here. Chicago on the counter. Either team would do it for a bet. They're 7-1 to draw. Now put €2 on it. Oh, €2. So you want to draw. For €2. Nah, do not blame you. I need to gamble responsibly at least. Chicago starts on the counter attack. They're finding the space in the box. It's actually very good for everybody who are betting on this game because they don't want to watch the game because they're nervousness that their bet might not win. And I do completely understand this. Watchalong is basically spoil free without any guest spoiling it, if you know what I mean. 2 minutes left would do. To us. Oh, don't know if the betting can go well here. They're going to waste time here. They're going to take it to the corner flag. Kansas, though, will clear the danger away, not far enough. It is a throw into Chicago Stars. Right. just 90 seconds remaining of this game. Anybody's putting a 3.5 as bets. Might not work easily because anything can happen. And look at the pitch there. Explains it all to you now, doesn't it? Right. This is going to be a... Looks like it's going to be free kick here to Chicago. With a minute left on the clock as well. So, today it's going to be corner kick here to Chicago. Right. This is it. They need to see this one out here on the counter attack. The ball has been won lovely by Kansas City. Chicago wins it again. And it looks like things are looking on the up here. Just one more chance here to seal the game off. Of the seconds away now from the first victory of the season for Chicago. And Katie Curran will lose for the first time this season. Literally just seconds away now. We have now gone over the 4 minutes of added time required. And it's going to be a throw into Katie Curran for Chicago. And I think that, people, is going to do it. And that's it. It's the first win of the season for Chicago Stars. It has now full-timed it. And it's the first win of the season for Chicago Stars, having been beaten 4-0 away last week at Angel City to get the first points of the season, surviving a late scare against Kansas City Current, who'd lose for the first game this season. It has now finished Kansas City 1, Chicago Stars 2. And what again? It was nerve in the final few minutes, but kickoff 26 has reached the end of our coverage this weekend of the NWSL. I'm Ryan Taylor. Thank you all so much indeed for watching this weekend, wherever you've been with us live, wherever you've been with us as last night or tonight. Thank you for your support this weekend. We will be back next week for 2 games plus the WSL Manchester Derby, and let's not forget about next Sunday's game, the Time We're Derby in the WSL2. So lots of football to enjoy. We'll see you again on Tuesday night on the Normality channel, and then back on both channels for the El Clasico as the UEFA Women's Champions League quarterfinals gets underway. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Thanks for being with us, and we'll hope to see you all again throughout the week. For now, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care.